Hello! Okay, today we are continuing this illustration. I know yesterday I said I wouldn't, but turns out I can't actually work on any commissions on stream right now. So instead, I am going to be continuing this artwork here. This is going to be a shorter stream because it's con crunch time. If you don't know what con crunch is, it's essentially when an artist has artist, cosplayer, whatever, somebody going to a convention. It's getting close to the convention time, and suddenly you realize all the things that you haven't done that you probably should have done a month ago. So I'm gonna do as much as I can today. I still wanted to draw with everybody, but I still have a lot of work to do before I go away because I have multiple events in the week. I can't really do it. I will be away from my computer, so I have to do it now. Since I'm saying that, you can you can guess I won't be here to stream next week as well. I do have like days off in between the events, but I will be so dead. Trust me, you won't want to see me. Okay, anyway, let's get to it because we only have a short amount of time. Usually I stream until 12 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna try and stream maybe like till 10, I hope. Maybe 10:30. I'll do my best. We'll see how far we get. So, last time I essentially just did the color placement. I did it really messy. So, sorry, I'm just making sure that the chats, I can see everything. So, you know. I said last time that I wanted to at least get to like do the face. That didn't happen. So we're gonna do that today. I'm gonna do this kind of a quick way. Kind of reverting back to my messy ways, but I'll keep my line art, so it should be fine. We'll find a way to make this work. I'm gonna try and like summon the my abilities of how I draw off stream. You can tell that I'm trying to like concentrate because it's hard to like talk, but talk and draw at the same time. But usually off stream I'm actually quite fast. So I'm gonna summon that, hopefully, because I need speed today. Some of the things that I worked on for con prep on stream turns out not usable. I'm gonna have to remake some things, and I have to leave for the convention tomorrow, so we're cutting it real close. Real close. All right, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go over with the shadow. The background is orange. So I'm not thinking of actual lighting, I'm just thinking of what makes her stand out. I think this probably... Maybe she should go more saturated just so it's brighter. Yeah. Notice how I'm not zooming in? There's a reason. If I zoom in, the more particular I am, we'll fix things later. Right now, we're just focusing on doing it. Just do it. Just don't think, just do. Actually, I'm gonna make this darker, but it's supposed to light up. Maybe not. Let's just leave it like this. She will be illuminated here. You can have a rim light here. Concentrate. Yes. Hello, Lime! How are you? Luscious Lime, I'm sorry. Can't forget that. Can't just be a plain lime. See. The light is coming from here. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Where the right side of her face if we're looking at her, the left side of her face if we're her. So everything on the left is gonna get shaded, kind of. I swear I've drawn this pose a million times. Like, I feel like I just draw the same pose over and over again without knowing. This part here, because it's behind her. Yes? I think so. Go as hard as I can. I'm summoning speed. Yeah, the classic pose of like one leg bent. I do it all the time. But to be fair, I usually do the opposite leg, so you know what? I ventured out of my comfort zone already. I'm doing great. Right, the hair here. I was saying that the hair is probably more solid. So I might fade this out later, but I want this part, the front of her hair, to like stand out a little bit more. Yeah. Kind of. I'm summoning every speedy bone in my body to like hurry up and get here. Because when I go to a convention, right, I just sit there pretty much. Like, yeah, I'm working nervously. I'm actually very tense when I get home. I'm like, oh my god, my back. Like this the whole time, so nervous. But aside from just sitting there, I'm not like running. When you're there, you're there. There's nothing left. You can't do anything. Versus getting there, you're like, I need to prepare. Which is me now. Frantic. Frantic human. There's two states of Azuki Arts on stream. Cozy, chill, we're going with the flow, and frantic human. And you know what? That's just life, ain't it? That's just how life is. This blend tool is saving us right now. Do you see this? It's doing everything for me. Yes, blend tool, go off. Do the job. Okay, maybe I don't know how to do her face though. Face is maybe a little bit more delicate. I don't know how I learned how to do noses like this. Like I do the nose dark and then I lighten it afterwards. Don't know where I learned that. But I think it was probably from a cartoon artist, not a... Maybe it was an anime artist, I don't know. Like this, I make it dark. And then I do like the highlight on top. Not highlight, it's like reverse contouring versus when I actually do contouring on my face. Contour doesn't really work for me, so I do it this way. Like I add concealer here, which makes this part sharper. So I essentially do what I do for art on my face. Hey man, it works. If it works, it works. She's an anime girly, or close to anime girly, so we're gonna lighten this shadow because it's way too intense. This character has pretty dark under eyes. She's supposed to be an artist character, right? She's my persona, so she should look like she hasn't slept. I haven't. I think normally I put on concealer before coming on stream too, to make it look like I have some semblance of sleep. But listen, during Con Crunch, you get what you get, alright? I didn't put on any concealer, this is just... just my face. If I look tired, I am. It doesn't have like a sunken chin or anything, but I'm going to darken this because we're looking at her from above. She looks like soulless because she's got no highlight in her eye. We'll fix that later. She also doesn't kind of doesn't look like she's smiling because this part here is not. Like this, suddenly, this looks like she's going like, and then this makes it look like she's smiling all of a sudden. I don't know how to explain that, but that's exactly what's happening. Oh shoot, hold on. That's the color of my shadow, by the way, if you weren't sure. Okay, a little bit too intense. Like when I zoom out, this is like one of those really blended out paintings. That's not the goal here. Sharpen things up. Where I like get rid of the mid-tones, basically. Okay. I find that makes things a little bit more readable from a distance. Get rid of the mid-tones. If it's dark, make it dark. If it's like almost light, just make it light. Don't make it confusing. Life is already too confusing. Take out that confusing, you know. You shouldn't have black and white thinking, like all or nothing, but in art, go for it. Go for it. It's this part here. It's a little bit too much. Still too much. I'll make it a little lighter. I'm also gonna do a thing that I did for previous artwork. This is interesting, isn't it? Rather than fully rely on making it dark, I'm literally using it, the color of the shadow. I also don't know where I learned that, but I learned it. Well, that's definitely not what I want. But at this point, do I know what I want? I don't know what the J does, but I've been pressing it by accident. Obviously, I don't want it to be fully everywhere because then it just like takes away the other color. Maybe I should do it like this. I don't know. Do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. This part is, I think, fun for everybody else to watch, because you can actually see what I'm doing. Whenever I'm zoomed in, I don't think everybody else can see what I'm doing. So difficult. Unless I'm having a really interesting conversation, it's kinda... What's going on? But some people have told me that the sketching part is more fun. So I don't know. It does become very samey like this, though. Thank you, Marco. Hi, how are you? I was intending not to work on this today on stream, but then I had nothing else to work on stream. That would take 4 hours. So instead, I decided I'm gonna work on this for 2 hours and then do everything else that I need to do. Maybe 3 hours, depends. Depends on how far. If we get close to completion, then I'm like, all right, well, what's the point of doing this later? What am I doing? What's driving me nuts is that her eye color is not filled in. I think that's the thing that's like weird to me. So maybe we should just do that now. I don't know what it is with the mochis though. I always fill them in. Like I already painted them. The same thing I did with these little ghosties. I painted them on the same layer. Everything else was not rendered, but I was like, no, those guys need to be done. I don't know why. All right. Where's your line art, girl? Here's your line art. If I can call it that. I don't know if I can really call it line art. All right. There's a technique that I wanted to try. Oh, maybe that's you. This is not that dark, I think. Wait. And then it looks like eyeshadow or like colored mascara. And it works because her eye color is also like reddish, pinkish. Matches her hair. Hey, look! It makes such a difference! From afar. Oh, line art is hard, right? My previous artworks, I haven't been using line art. And then recently I switched to doing line art, and I'm kind of conflicted internally about this. I'm like, I'm leaning more toward anime, and I can't tell if it's because I think it's more marketable and it's like a sales thing, or if I genuinely like it. Like I'm going through an art identity crisis, honestly. My commissions stay the same. Actually, if a client asks me to do it in different styles, I just do whatever. So, because I'm like, well, I can do it, so let me do whatever. Oh, that experience is so familiar. The sketch looks so good, and then you do the line art, and it's like, this is not what I intended. This is not the same. What the heck? Clark Kent versus Superman. This is not the same. What the heck? But they should be the same. Huh? I've heard that it's because, like, one thing that I've heard explained to me, I think there's multiple factors, but the one that sticks to me the most, and is usually my issue, is like when you do like sketching like this, right? And then, for example, I don't have a sketch, well, I do have the sketch somewhere, but the sketch, like, let's say I do the line like this, right? Let me just draw eyes, because artists always go to draw eyes, right? That's the number one. Eye looks so good, right? Oh yeah, that's amazing. Okay, this is a sketch, right? And then somebody explained, it's because when I'm sketching, I have so many different lines that when I do this, I'm missing so many lines. And then I'm like, well, that's not the same, is it? Because you didn't know which line to follow because there's too many lines. Yeah, that's usually my issue. I think there's other things you can avoid. Like if you follow the inside line throughout the line art, you have to stay the same inside or outside. You can't pick which one. You have to stay, like, pick. But that's more of a cutting thing, like if you're cutting paper. But I found that it applies there too. I don't know. I just... But usually, yeah, if I have an issue with my sketches and line art, I give up. The same thing I did with the hair. I was like, I'm not doing the line art. I'm just gonna take the sketch and I'm just gonna use the sketch. Because look at how sketchy this is. And it's gonna stay that way because if I try and fix it, I'm not gonna do that. You know? Or I think similar, if you're not doing traditional, is like you have it on different layers and you like turn it on, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. One really good advice that I've been using lately, and I always joke about it on stream, where I say like, oh, it's it's because I can look super impressive and it looks like I'm drawing with no sketch. No, but the thing is, like, if you reduce the opacity really strong, you're not relying on the sketch. You're not like imagining it with the sketch. Alright, this is a time where I look indecisive because I don't know how to color eyes. Like, no, I know how to. I just do it different every single time. So, bear with me. Wait, hold on. Before I do any of that, this is so important. This is like the most important step. This is gonna influence everything. He needs blush. I'm so sorry. Girl, we can't be out here and not give you blush. Also, purple blush? Kind of a look. I don't know if it's the look, but it's a look right now. I think I don't like line art that much, so I ended up just not using it for a very long time. But now I've incorporated, like, my line art is just really messy, so that's my compromise. I like purple, but I also like pink, and then my purples either end up like too blue, too pink. I don't know what's gonna end up here. But I think it has to be multiply, right? This is okay. Alright. It's either purple or it's orange, apparently. Maybe we could just leave it solid. I think it's good enough. I think her nose is a little bit strong. Just a little. Just a touch. Just a little bit. Alright, I should have probably done that on separate layers, but instead what we're gonna do is gonna have a million layers. Probably what's gonna happen. Ooh, green, orange, and purple, they sound like a good color combo. Like, this artwork is gonna be yellow, orange, and purple, but I can imagine green looking too. Green is not my favorite, but I do use it. I think every color, like, even if it's not my favorite, I think it's still good in art. I'll still use it. Alright, how am I gonna do this? How does one draw eyes? Alright. Bear with me, I know I look crazy right now. But also, why is this like... Oh, I see. That explains that. Colors are tasty. You know that thing of like synesthesia where you can like taste or see colors? It might have just been like seeing colors when you hear sound. But maybe you can taste them. I think so. I do wonder that. People are always like, your art looks yummy or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but what does it taste like? Candy? Sour? Like, personally love sour candy, so wouldn't be insulted. Okay, I know she looks crazy. Okay? Bear with me. Just doing like glossy. This is my technique to make it glossy. Taste the rainbow. Skittles. You know, at my last art event, the last art event where I brought a snack, because usually I don't bring a snack, I send somebody out to get me food. somebody being my partner. Look, it looks glossy now, see, right? I brought Skittles with me, but then I was too self-conscious to actually eat the Skittles. So, and also the Skittles, if it's warm outside, it gets kind of sticky. So the whole time I was just like picking at them very like gently. Don't want to overkill. You know, the same thing happened with this artwork too. I got very indecisive, but this is essentially what I'm going for. Okay. It's like bright anime nonsense, ridiculousness, except with the colors that match here. This is essentially my technique lately. I said it yesterday. Can't decide what color? I just use all of the colors. Why would you try and figure it out? Just use all of them. Maybe some purple. Just because this is dark doesn't mean it has to be like one tone. This has nothing to do with her eye color. This is just fixing eye. I was wondering if I should do like the waterline. I don't usually do it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But because of the angle we're at, maybe. Ooh, thank you so much for stopping by. Get some good rest. Good thing about being on YouTube is you can watch this back. Awkward if I say something cringe or do something cringe though. Like that one time I hit myself in the face with my chair. I wasn't on YouTube back then, but it would have been recorded forever. I do have the power of editing, but like, I'm lazy, so. If I ever do something, you could rewatch it. Wait. Typically when I do my makeup, I haven't done this as often because it bothers my eyes. If I'm wearing makeup for a long time, but I put color on my waterline. It makes my eyes look bigger. So it's a common technique, right? I imagine she would use it. As long as it's clear. Actually, it doesn't matter. If somebody can't understand it, dedicating a good amount of time to this eye, because eye is important. And the brightest colors highlight. About right here. This is I feel like there should be, maybe we take this orange. I know it doesn't really look like orange, but I also take colors from the palette to make it look like her eyes are so glossy that it picks up colors from everywhere. That is kind of the technique I did with like her dress anyway. Like it has like 3 different colors. I joke that it's because I don't want to pick the colors, but also there is some picking there. There was a little bit, tiny bit. Right. Of course, we can't just leave it yellow. I mean, I guess we could. Wait, hold on. I think I need... Here? Now she looks so alive, right? Before... Actually, this is not that bad. But before... Ooh. Yay! Her nose is kind of the wrong perspective. We're not gonna comment on that. I just did? Shh. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. I can never decide if I want to add this part or not. Today, we're adding it. Can't remember what that part's called, but that thing. Whew. Girl, come on. Can't just work out your own anatomy? What do you mean? No, that was weird. When you close it like that, it's weird. All of a sudden. How did I do this before? I don't even know. I've done this before. I don't know how I did it though. Referencing myself is crazy. There's probably going to be some liquefying going on later, but that's future me. Am I spending a long time on this eye? Yes, I am. It's the best part. Let me milk it. Oh, better. Now she looks like a true magical girl, right? Super shiny. Oh, that's how I usually do it. I completely forget how I draw my eyes. And then when I remember, I'm like, oh yeah. Right. How many layers is it? I hate using that many layers. Can't really look that glossy unless I do some. Alright, last touch. You thought I was done. You thought I was done? Absolutely not. What do you mean? This is the only part I actually use pure white. See, there's that white. Beauty. Now I can continue. I know. I know. Crazy. There's a lot of stuff for the eye. I wonder if I can just... Nope, can't do that. Actually, if it looks better, then I can. If it doesn't, I can't. Ugh. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well do the face, but... Issue is, I cannot merge. It's very annoying. This is just the eye. I wonder if I could just... Oh my god. You're telling me I have to live with all these layers? So disorganized. Alright, well, I'm gonna label them at least. There you go. Okay. While I'm here, let's fix her face. Serious. Actually, no. Before I can even do that, I've got to color her lines. Then I can fix her face. Alright. Easy solution so far would be... Maybe not. Close. I take like the predominant color. So then I don't have to color everything manually. Wait, that's so pretty! Don't pay attention to the eyes, because the eyes I have to erase. Because we already colored those. Skin is a different color. That's why I wanted to do the lines. Otherwise, I don't know what color I'm working with. I do want to color her lashes, but I gotta figure this part out first. How light do I want her brows to be? Because I think she looks like she has no brows if I do that. This is okay. The light color. Do it messy. I'm gonna have to clean up anyway. That's skin color, skin. Chaotic guessing for the color. Oh, these are the lines before. This is it with full opacity. This is a little bit too light, where it's like I'm actually painting it fully and there's no line art. That's not what we want. I just want it to slightly match better. Mainly on her face. Everywhere else I'm like, whatever. Okay, we go back. We fixed her face now. Don't tell people that you're gonna do that. In real life. Before I continue, let me give her eyeshadow. I believe this character usually has eyeshadow. So because it's Halloween, it should be like she's wearing makeup to fit her outfit. Beauty of having like no eyebrow. She can just keep going higher and higher. Maybe that's a little bit too intense. Because it's supposed to be still kind of like a wholesome character. See, this is her with eyeshadow, no eyeshadow. But eyeshadow plays an illusion where it either makes your eyes like further apart, closer together, bigger, smaller, you know. So I'm gonna make it so it's darker on the outside. I think so. I wanted to add like maybe sparkly makeup for her. Because her, I know they're not sparkly yet, not really, but her horns are going to be sparkly. Her wings might be, I'm not sure. Haven't decided. But this little heart is also going to be sparkly. Little sparkles. Alright, now we do her face, okay? This is the only part where I'm actually going to properly paint. Too much work to fix line art for the face. If she has like a super crazy eye look, I'm not gonna do that to her lip. Same makeup rules. I was gonna make it like she's showing her teeth, like smiling with her teeth, but I could also make it so she's like laughing or her mouth is open. Other way. Usually I draw her with the teeth, so we're gonna do it like this. Ooh. Hello, Goose. I do have a con to go to this weekend. I haven't actually done like an official, like, I guess we could call them cons, but I've never done one that's like a big multiple day event in a row, at least. So this one is a 2-day event. Anime convention. I think there's 130 artists. Yeah. They just released the artist list, and I was surprised to know that I knew some of the artists on the list. So I was like, hey! Apparently one of them I was following on Instagram. I didn't even know that. I was like, wait a second, I know you! It probably can be stressful, I think. People were encouraging me. They were like, I think... They saw my setup and they were like, I think you're a con artist. That sounded weird. I mean, I think you're a convention artist. Like, it looks like my stuff would do well there rather than the smaller places. This nose is weird. I have drawn this nose wrong, for sure. Yeah, it was closer to right before, I think. Alright, nose, we're gonna figure you out. So far, had a really fun experience selling in person. Much better than selling online. Selling online is difficult. I'm referencing my own art on the wall. Conveniently. This is not being self-absorbed, this is just being efficient at this point, because I have a reference forever up there. This part too dark. Okay. Recently I saw another artist, a mutual of mine, was saying that they had never done a convention before and they're doing their very first one and they're so excited about it, but they were very hesitant and kind of nervous about it because they were like, I have never done this before. And I'm starting kind of late. And I was like, I also started late. Who cares? Like, quite literally, who cares? I feel like there might be artists out there, like, almost half my age at these events. And I'm like, hey, yo, good for you. This tooth should be... You can compare the before and after. This is the before, this is the after. Then it looks kind of She does have an upturned nose. Because of this angle, though, I feel like it would actually be... That might be what's throwing it. Honestly, manga artists don't even draw a nose, so you know what? Who cares? Half the time there isn't even a nose to be accounted for, so if I make it tiny and it looks accurate, then great. Yeah. Awesome. Alright. I wanted to give her, like I think her face is fine now, for the most part. I wanted to give her lashes, like a color, just to make it fun. Hold on a second. Look at the angle. Yeah. And I wanted to maybe add a sparkle to the inner corner, even though it's not like very visible. Hold on. Also, I wanted to lighten this. This is like really dark on her face. Oh, right, because I reduced the opacity. I don't know if you can really tell that it's a... If it's a big artwork, I think people can see that that's a heart. It's not going to be difficult to see. That's too bright. That made no difference. We're just gonna go with it then. A small thing. But like, if I'm gonna do a girly character, why not? Looks like she had like fun dressing up or something. I just want a purple glitter. Why is this so difficult? What is this? Use a different layer. No, not that one. Nope, we're just gonna keep it that way then. Not very obvious from afar, but I think it's a small little thing. It's cute. Okay, let me give her lashes, just a little bit of... Small thing. I think it's cute. Okay, moving on. You can't work on the face forever, you know? Would be nice, but no. But that was the most important part to me. If I don't do that part, what are we doing, you know? Guess we just gotta paint now. The hair I'm gonna keep separate. The clothes... This I can do on one layer, it's not a problem. This... I'm gonna save. This is the point where I'm like, wow, if I merge it, it ruins everything, huh? Okay. This is all one layer now. Except the face, because I did it separate on top, right? So that's the line art underneath. Now there's no choice, we just gotta go and do it. This like arguably cuts down time, but it arguably could make this take longer. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's faster, sometimes I'm not sure. It's too close to white. Not a fan of that. So we're gonna add some color here. There's a line here that's really annoying me. And I saw it last time I was drawing, but I didn't fix it because I was like, we don't have time. Now I'm like, no, get out of here. Leave me alone. There we go. How do I blend this? Recording this time lapse? I just realized. Oh, it is, thank God. Find out in the middle, you're like, wait, I haven't been recording this whole time? Dang. Can't make any content. I have. Okay, we're good. Because this process is so chaotic, I kind of wanted to record it. The only thing that's not on the same layer is the line art, so if it has to do with lines, can't change that until the end. don't know the story as to why this part is pink and the other part is not pink. Yo no. I drew this, but I don't understand what I was intending. For right here. Connect them to each other? Kinda looks weird. What? Hey, or after. I have to do the mochi. Mochi is kind of easy. Blendy blend, 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 blend. Ah, it's squishy. Great. For the most part. This part I'm trying to do. This could probably change the colors. Add little blushies. You do it with this one. It's not supposed to look like pumpkin texture because it's not a pumpkin, it's pumpkin mochis. Mochis. Unless it's covered in like flowers. Kinda shiny. Oily. Alright. that's pretty much as far as I can go without merging everything. So double check one last. That's hilarious. Her face sticks out. And her eyes stick out. Alright, well, regardless, we'll look at her values here. I could have just moved it up, I realize, but why would I do that? That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, actually. I was wondering if this does anything. Whoa, okay. Well, it does something. I don't understand what it does, but it does something. I feel like we could push it even more. But I feel like it would hurt our eyes. See? Like, this looks so much better, right? Like, this pops. Before you're like, oh yeah, they're kind of blended together. This is very soft, low contrast, doesn't hurt our eyes. This is like, I'm looking at it. I am looking at it. However, this is crazy. Do you see what I mean? Like, this is really, really bright, though. So, I'm wondering if I can do this where I can do it without hurting our eyes. Because this is just changing the saturation. Versus if I do this is what's the brightness. And then this is both combined. I think the brightness is the thing that's pushing it better. Right? But maybe a bit much. I'm not sure. Because I think it could use some saturation too, but... honestly, I think it just makes the lines darker, if anything. So, we're gonna find a happy medium. This is the stage before I merge everything together and then like paint on top and then actually make things like... make the metal shiny and make things not overlap each other in a weird way. There is something bothering me though. Where? That boot? That boot? What is this? What's... I know we're lazy, but that's a little bit much. That's much. That's too much. Hold on. It was like really staring at me. On that real quick. It was like sticking out to me. It's probably not my goal. It is very dark in comparison, so I'm trying to lighten it. Because now, if it's bothering me like that, it might mean that somebody else looking at this for the very first time stares at the boots. It just sticks out so much. Alright. I really wanted this hair to be like glowing. So we're gonna do that. Gonna figure that out. You know, I feel like people usually go out on Thursdays, which is strange. I mean, it is a Thursday night. I just remembered I have to do my Japanese homework. Oh! No! There's so many things to do today. It's okay. I feel like just me or teeth? Her teeth could use some whitening. Hello, Lumine. Lumine? Like, Genshin? Let's make this shiny. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Try my best. Figure it out. This was my intention all along. Don't exactly know how. I'll figure it out for sure. Thank you! Spooky month! Yeah, happy October to everybody. Spooky. I think I like the brightness, but I don't know if I like the pink. You know? I feel like this should be pink as well. Flipped up like this. Let me take it and like put it here. Oh, I can merge this. Technically, if it's glowing, it should be extending, but for the time being. Welcome back! I'm trying to find the right... Like I'm playing... What's it? Goldie and the Bears, you know? This one's too bright. This one's too dark. This one's too saturated. Does not look the exact same. I do like this. This one. This is more saturated. I like this pink. But now it's a case of, yeah, but it's not glowing yet. Duplicate this. It says glow in the name, but it's a lie. Alright, let me see. Thank you! She is my, persona, actually. Back when I didn't show my face. So her name's Azuki. She's a mochi demon, I guess. That's what we'll call her. But she's dressed up for Halloween. So she's always ready for Halloween, because technically she's a demon character. But she's dressed up for Halloween as a bat? I don't really know what this is. She's like a bat girl with a tail. Different type of demon. Like she's playing up the demon. She only has horns. That's like part of her. Everything else is like... Very unoriginal costume design by her. Not me, by her. Not my choice. She put it on. Okay. So the tail is attached, I think, by this belt. And then the wings are meant to, like, if people pay attention, this little, like, strap here, like a like backpack straps. That's what's attaching the wings. But I'm gonna make it more, like, costumey. Maybe I'll make it like sparkly, like a kid's costume. That's what makes it look like a costume. Otherwise it just looks like her natural look. Ooh, traditional art. What type of tools are you using? haven't done traditional in so long. Somebody gifted me some traditional tools, but yeah. Ooh, yeah. Then you'll know the tools. The tools for costume wear. I'm just thinking people who are looking at it for the first time will not notice it. And they'll just be like, okay, but you didn't put her in a Halloween costume. And I'll be like, no, I did, all right? I did. Absolutely. Okay, now I think it's glowing. I don't know if I love the pink. I think the hue changed is not my favorite. Maybe that does nothing. All right then. Let me... try and change the hue this way. Ooh. Because I prefer, this is like magenta, and then this is like hot pink. And I don't know, I'm a fan of hot pink more than, or maybe flamingo pink more. And then we can put it back down. There it is, now it's glowing. Ha! I did the thing. Huzzah. Ooh, props to you. I'm not much of a crafter. I used to know how to sew. That's it. Now, I wouldn't even know how to, what's it called? Fill a bobbin. Bobbin is such a funny word, isn't it? Used to have an industrial machine. Just crazy for somebody very clumsy. Maybe if you're very clumsy, be very careful using an industrial machine. I think it's strong. One wrong move and whoop. Well, I guess I didn't really need that finger. Speaking from experience. Ooh. Always nice to find new hobbies. I tried animation a little bit, not really. Let me see if I can... I'll play around with that wing. See if I can make it sparkly, or if it's overkill. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna test it. I tried 3D animation. I really did not enjoy that. 2D, I considered it, but then I was like, no, I really prefer the illustrating part more. People have told me like I should make comics, and I'm like, yeah, but no, that's a lot of work. So I just want to make pretty pictures, and then if somebody wants to animate my stuff, yo, sick. I plan on probably one day, like paying someone to animate stuff. That would be cool. Like VTuber stuff, that's so complicated. Like rigging, ugh. That would be... Ooh, microns, like Sakura microns? I have those. I never really use them except for signing things. I use them to, like, write my thank you notes for sales. Well, that does make it glitter, but now I've lost the color. Maybe we'll do it like this. Let's test this. Ooh. That's a lot of skill. I can't. I can't rig. I don't have the patience. Rigging seems stressful. And I don't enjoy it. When I did a 3D animation in school, that was the one class that I didn't pass, actually. Because I was like, man, I hate this so much. I don't care. So, I mean, I did do the work. It was just not enough. it was very clear that I did not enjoy it. 3D modeling, I wasn't mad at, because it's like sculpting, and sculpting isn't so bad. Oh yeah, it is Inktober now, huh? If people ask me to participate in Inktober, I'll just give them a look of like being dazed. Be like, no, no time for that. I wonder if the glitter is too much. I feel like it's too much. Too much. It was fun though. It was a fun little experiment. Imagine like having this as a print and then you could like could have this part like actually be glittery, like genuinely. I don't know who manufactures that, but that would be cool. Fun little experiment. Ooh. I know there's a bunch of prompt lists out there. I think some of the artists I follow, some of my mutuals, made some prompt lists. Would love to support what they're doing, however, I have so many commissions for October. I started in I actually like freaked out in August because I was like, oh my god, I don't have enough commissions for until like October. I won't have anything. And then everybody was so sweet, they showed up, but now I have too many, so in a good way, I'm not complaining, but now I have too many to do other things. Except for this, which I'm going to be doing for another maybe 45 minutes. Ooh, I could not forget that yesterday was October because I had a post scheduled exactly for the beginning of October. I was like, no, it's Halloween now, I can post Halloween things. Yeah. I don't know if I started working on it in September or August. August seems early, but honestly, knowing me, I probably would have done it. Ooh, I wish you the best of luck. Starting to take commissions. The beginning is a little slow. But if you keep at it, I think it, you know, gets there. I checked, apparently I have been taking commissions for 5 years. I mean, not like regularly, but I was like, dang, it's a long time. I don't think it really like popped off as much though until maybe 2023 with Threads. Threads helped a lot for me. And word of mouth. I think I actually just worked for a client and now word of mouth saved my butt. Added some pink to the skirt and the wings. Wondering if I should make the tail sparkly. I need to do something to make it more costumey. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try that. It also doesn't have to be like egregiously sparkly, so experiment a little bit. Like fine sparkle's okay too. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I hate it either. I think now it's glittery. Just added some dark parts and then that made it glittery. So like just adding enough to make it glittery, but not like green. I haven't really decided what to do with her earrings, to be honest. It would be cute if I could do like a little make this stand out more. So if I take this just don't know which color to take. Do that. Like the background color. Maybe it makes more sense to do this and then just cut them out afterwards. And so it's like behind a little bit. Then right here as well. Okay. Ooh, welcome back. Also can be faded a little bit behind so it can pop out better. Here as well. Going to put everything in the same folder. That way I can do this. Save time. Heck yeah. And then I'm gonna go select the things I want to pop out more. And then I'm gonna try and figure out the background because I really can't go further. Like I could polish more, but if I don't know what's going on around, I can't really do much. I want this hand in front of the wing. So that elbow, I didn't mind. Little faded. Such a derpy little ghost. Alright, this is the one that's kind of important. Just a little. It's the first thing you probably looking at, aside from her face. Oh, I realized this part should have been colored differently, but do that later. And everything on top. See, they do pop out a little bit more, but maybe it's a little bit too much. So let me... If we could use like lighten instead. Let's see. Where is lighten? Where? Oh, lighter color. My bad. Different apps, different names. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. Now what am I gonna do for this background? I have no idea. Originally, there was like this going on, but that's too much. It doesn't have to be super complicated for it to be cool, but something's gotta be going on. Just experimenting here, don't mind me. Whoop, should be the other way. Pretty sure I don't like this, but you know. I try it, and then I'll say something. Wow, I hate that. Hmm. This is experiment, so it's not clean yet, but experiment. Quietly just experimenting. And then going, ew, I hate that so much. Another thing that I thought about, but I didn't want to try because of ink. I'm gonna put something here, right? Something that sticks out. Something here too. But do I have a plan? No. That's my issue. As an example, here's what I did for my last one. And I'm really liking this style. Fun. And since I'm using basically the same color palette, and they're the same, not universe, but kind of, you know, they're all my original characters, I was like, we should do something like that. I don't know how to do that. But actually, this background here, it works. Like subtle enough where it might. Whoops. Yeah, this is like very magical girl-esque. That's the vibe we're going for, so maybe this color is just not it though. Because I'd like to put them next to each other. Ew. Yeah, why didn't I just do that? What the heck? And then this looks like, you know, she's bursting out into the scene or something like that. Kind of. It's not exactly what I was going for, but like, you know, it adds that dynamic flair, so I think I'm good with it. I'm not that picky. Like, if it doesn't perfectly match my vision, I'm not mad at it, you know? Could have done that on another layer. It's always color balance. You can always adjust the color after. That's a question of what am I putting here? Time to scribble. We're doing little scribbles. Figure out what's happening. Action lines, maybe? There's not really much text I can put aside from like something Halloween specific, but honestly, I could just straight up put something here, just straight up put that box there. Like it's such a bizarre thing, but for now, like why not? All I know is I want something here. Oh, now that I add this back, do I like it or not? It's too thick. If this was more dynamic, like she was really like going for it. Yeah. But she can't actually fly. Like this character cannot actually fly. She's just jumping and then taking a photo like she can. It's so lame, but I'm just trying to put something here, but imagine just straight up calling it glitter in text then making it sparkle. I'm so tempted to put like a pun. What do I always say? Thank you very mochi. Because she's got... But then there's too much text. And then just putting mochi is like weird. I feel like I just want something over here. I don't know what to put here. It's a shooting star right now. That's kind of hilarious, actually. Wait, hold on. Thing is, her motif is usually hearts, so I'm like, what is going on in here? Like, what is happening, actually? I feel like the motif shouldn't be stars like this. If I could do it something like Halloween related. Coffin. No. Stuck. Where's a hint bubble? Give me a hint. How do I solve this problem? I don't know yet. But for now, this is what we've got. I can't really progress further than this point without thinking about it. Otherwise you're just gonna watch me do nothing and stare at it. But for now, we do know that there's gonna be something here, so this pops out even more. Somehow. And then I'm gonna do sparkles everywhere because she's glittery, which works. I might put text here. I might put something. I don't know yet. Something fun though. For all we know, I could just straight up put a rainbow. So. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Like, just call it, like, gotta do this one. Because this is clearly Halloween themed, right? Really do this very well. Without cutting something off. The T can be cut off. Something along those lines. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Something like that. I don't know what I'm gonna put here. Something Halloween themed, something cute, something. I don't know. Might be English, might be Japanese. I don't know, because that's what I did here. I made it like a manga panel, and over here it's like slip. Here, for all we know, I could put Pyong Pyong like she's jumping, so I'm gonna figure it out. But for today, that is the stream. I streamed for 2 hours and like 10 minutes, so hopefully that was fun. And if you're watching this afterwards, hopefully you got to like draw along and have a fun time. I am going to continue getting ready for my convention because con crunch. I have to load my car even. There's like a lot to do. This one will be available there. This was the last thing that I was printing, so this will also be available at my next convention. It's going to be in Mississauga. It's, if you're Canadian, it's Anime Fiesta. It's 2 days. So if you're going there, my booth is A57, and if you forget, it's on Instagram so you can see it. But until then, I won't be streaming next week. I'll let you know on Instagram, or you'll just see me here. Until then, bye bye!